Saturday is actually my Saturday, I guess. I get Sunday off, so I guess you can actually say it's my Saturday.
That's enough. Now you fold. Need to get closer. I'll deal with it. Now you fall. That's right, you heard me. It's too far.
I think I got buried. Whoops. One of these could have sovereigns in it. It's one of the worst drops ever, actually. That's pretty bad. Oh well. Pretty simple. Okay. What staffs do we have? I'm not gonna lie, that's a nice ass sword. If I was playing sword and board, I'd be like, well, I mean, I'd probably want a rune slot. So yeah, but still. That'd be pretty sick. Electricity's cool for a second, and then we gotta switch to something else. Damn. Another cold staff would be nice. Not gonna lie. Frosty? Ah, that's good. Got off work a little late tonight, but hey, at least I got work, right? Started a little late, but that's cool for your time frame, because okay, now I gotta get rid of the electric. But I mean, everything else, everybody's immune. Like, this is a terrible setup. Cold is about the only good one to go in with because nothing's at least immune to it. Shades don't really care about it, but they're not immune to it. But those little lightning thrower little shits, they're weak to it. So money's good. Oh, money's never good as far as that goes. But hey, still around. Electric's still on. Still have the interwebs. Still have video games. Still got friends online. So I got enough. Guess I'm rich as far as that goes. So sure. Yeah, you can say that. Why not? Works for me. You know, I wonder, this 1 point of cunning that Varric has, if it wouldn't be better to give Varric some actual, like, I don't know, I mean, like, that crit chance is something. It's not garbage. Anybody could use that, right? Now, see, I want Meryl to have like all of her blood magic-y shit. So okay, that's that. But like Varric really could use some attack because his attack is like really low. Which one are you playing? 4 was like by far one of my better gaming experiences. But believe it or not, when I played it with a Wii, a Nintendo. So let's see, I think you moved with the left and then you aimed with the right. You actually like pointed at the screen and you aimed where you were trying to fire. So it probably made it harder, but it was more fun. Like it was fantastic, man. That shit was a lot of fun, I'm not gonna lie. Emotional support person. 4 was the creepiest to me too. Man, I had a buddy of mine, man. I could tell you a story about Resident Evil 4, but anyway, his shit was the dogs. The dogs whose head would split and all that, but you could hear them coming first, and you knew they were somewhere. That creeped him. That shit creeped him out. I'm serious. It was a jump scare for him every single time. It was kind of funny. No, like it was actually really funny. Not gonna lie, it really actually was. Damn. So spirit or spirit, right? Fuck. Resident Evil HD remake. Wait, Resident Evil HD, is that the original Resident Evil? They did a remake of the original? Or is that the remake of 4? I know they did a remake of 4 and it was supposed to be really good. Like they did it really well. They added enough stuff to make it fresh and they supposedly did a really good job on it. I would play it, but I think it's only PlayStation. So obviously I don't have a PlayStation, so there's that, but see, I wonder if Varric, maybe this isn't the ring to do it with. But I mean, the attack is huge. Varric like has no attack. Oh, really? Oh, okay. Huh.
One more for me.
remember there was one Resident Evil that was like super, super weird. Like all the controls were backwards. Like up was down and down was up, and like everything was like reversed, and it was some like just some really weird shit. And it was like a top-down thing where if you went to move left, you had to press like down and right to go up and left, and it was just backwards depending on which way you were facing, and sometimes you were facing the. And I'm like, I couldn't even start to like fight anything like that. So I remember trying to mess with. Well, it was Resident Evil probably 2 or 3, I guess. But four was the one where it was just like a shooter, right? Slightly third person, kind of a Mass Effect-ish type of thing, and the sound effects and the music I remember being super creepy. Like they just added everything to the game. And when the zombies were coming, it was what it was. You know, that was done pretty well. That was one of the Resident Evils had some shit like that. It was like some of it was like top down, but it wasn't an isometric game. But it was done. I don't know. I didn't like it at all. I'm like, I don't even want to get into this game because it seems unplayable to me. My brain's not wired that way. Much damage, many DPSs. I didn't like 5 very much. 5 was really co-op centric, and it was obviously done just for that reason. And there wasn't enough. I mean, there was some stressful parts in the game, but man, 4 just threw everything in there. Weird boss fights, tactical boss fights, like weird shit. Like precision stuff where you had to like aim at a specific point at a specific spot, or else you lose. You know, if you don't get it right on the first try, it was like stressful. It was like scary, stressful. Like that was just a lot of cool stuff in there. I never played the first one though. It was really, really, really old school when, yeah. I mean, it was dated even to me back in the day, but. It was like, what, PS2, right? PS1? Yeah, a PS1 game? I'm not sure.
Enough. You have proven your mettle. I would not see these creatures harmed without need.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't mind playing it to where it's a little more like the movie, you know, and play through it along those lines. But definitely with you know, with the modern stuff, you know. I mean, you're gonna have the quick time events and stuff, which I always suck at those. I'm terrible at that shit.
I'd say being attacked on sight gives us plenty of need.
They will not assault you further, not without my permission.
But like a Resident Evil game where it's a playable movie, basically.
They seem like
you know,
wraiths, but
They hunger.
I would like that. It's doable. It's doable now.
In this place for
And the Unreal
ages,
Engine and everything you
beyond
can just do.
memory, feeding on the magic stones.
Plus, the
until
last
need
few
is
Resident
all
Evil
they know.
and other games that they've come out with,
Delirium.
I mean, they look really,
Sounds
really
like
good.
A healthy diet.
You know,
I am not as they are.
it's
I
a
am
nice mix of Japanese style and Western art with, you know, all the stuff. You see some of the mods for the Resident Evil remakes. Some of the mods for that stuff, and I'm talking about all the booby stuff, you know. Necessarily, although, I mean, there's even a few of those that are like, that's some artistic shit. Like, they do some really, like, okay, what quality would I put on that? Like, what was that game that came out? Project Eve. I think it was called something else. But that was like, it was kind of like a Nier Automata or Bayonetta style crossover type shit, right? They throw, you know, a little bit of sexiness and stuff in there, but the the art, like that airbrushed artwork, living, breathing airbrushed artwork type vibe they got to, you know, I mean, it's beautiful shit. That kind of graphics quality and artistic approach and stuff with everything that the original game and the movie, like the original Resident Evil movie, I still say it's still the best one. They had, I don't know what, there's like 8 of them, right? Total. And I've seen them all I've seen every single one of them, I'm sure. There was 1 or 2 other ones that were cool. They were different. I mean, I don't know. Not really ever getting much into the lore of it. It wasn't deep enough for the lore. Okay, yeah, pharmaceutical companies destroying the world for profit. Okay, whatever. And then it's not even really for profit. It's just to fucking be evil and create a new world. And then, you know, the mega mad genius villain type, you know, James Bond villain type shit. I get it. Okay, cool. Don't really need to dive deep into all that. But,
We're visitors as well. But I doubt
anyway,
they're from the same place.
the original Resident Evil, though, was the one that, I mean, it was like a video game experience and an action movie experience at the same time. And it was done really well. For a video game movie, it was done. It was probably the best video game movie ever made. I mean, maybe not, but it's
seek to
one of
leave
them.
this place, but you will need my aid to do so.
At least I think so.
Don't do it. Demons will trip you up every time.
Anders would know.
Be careful. I don't like the sound of this.
What are our options?
Watch this.
I'll give it my answer.
Punch it in the face.
Foolish!
That's what I'm talking about. Man, Puppy Bros are trying to hear this shit. Nice. Puppy Bro's in there just biting shades. Biting shades. Taking names and shit. So how's work going, Frosty? Actually, I haven't seen you since I started this job. And damn, I've been here for a month, so I guess it's been a minute. I don't think I have. I mean, you might have stopped in once. I don't think so, though. I don't think I've talked to you since I started this new. I mean, I'm still doing essentially the same thing. Actually, I've worked for this company several years ago. It's where I decided this was my shit. This is what I really like doing, and it was a good place to work. And then summer ended, and essentially, all the bullshit aside, it's basically they just got rid of everybody that they didn't need anymore because it was seasonal. And it was like, no, but it was done really bad. It's like, no advance notice, just, well, you don't have any hours anymore. You can quit if you want to and go find a job where you can actually make a living or whatever. That's like literally how that went down. But, so yeah, I don't have any fond memories of that. But still, as far as just being able to get out there and just kind of do my thing, good place for that.
How about you? Wrapping up. What else to worry about?
Seems to be unhealthy.
What if it'll let me, single series the Rock Wraith. I kind of feel like this character has been just like doing shit. Yeah, geez, like now at this point, you've got like some seniority. Like you've probably been there at least as long as any of the like management and stuff like that, right? I mean, it's been a couple years. I don't know how many years. I don't know exactly how long. I know it's been a while. I want to say at least 3 or 4 or 5 at this point. It's been a while. But that's pretty cool to stay at the same place and just do your thing. I mean, it's nice. It's nice to know what you're doing, right? I mean, that's cool. Nobody can really tell you much. You can pretty much tell everybody else whatever. So, just 2 years? I thought it was longer than that. Anyway, still, I mean, that's long enough still to. There's something comforting when your job is like second nature. You don't really have to think about a whole lot. I mean, you think through the day, but you're thinking in terms of getting shit done, but you already know how to do it. So you're not thinking, how do I do this? You don't have to ask a whole lot of questions. You can just do it. So much more efficient. Get 3 hours work done in 30 minutes. You know, that type of shit. It's nice to be able to do that. Yeah, we got that here too. We call it corporate. A corporation that only works on a bottom line and doesn't put any human logic or reason into anything. Come up with some rules randomly out of nowhere that come from the top down, and you're supposed to observe the stupid fucking rule made by somebody who's never put their hand on anything that required labor in their entire life. But there's some rich daddy's boy, daddy's girl type shit, and they can just start making decisions so they can say, I did my job for the year. You know, when they only work like 30 days a year and they take vacation the rest of the year, and they, you know, these type of people. Corporate. And if they just left you the fuck alone and let you just make them money, it would just really be better. You know? And if you start costing them money, yeah, you bring attention on yourself. If I'm not costing you money, leave me the fuck alone. Corporate doesn't. That destroyed the video game industry. The same thing you're talking about at work is the same thing that destroyed the video game industry. Non-gamers getting in there and putting their corporate fingers on things, and how can we kill this golden goose that's laying golden eggs so we can get all the gold at once? And they fucking just destroy everything they touch. No, it's definitely nothing new. It goes on everywhere, I'm sure. I mean, if it's going on over there, it's going on over here. And we're literally a world apart. So everywhere in between, I'm pretty sure it's going on there too. Corporate, anything. You start bringing in third and fourth and fifth and sixth parties into all of your shit, and everybody wants everything you've got. And the employees at the bottom are just having to like lift all that on their shoulders, literally, right? And be expected to toe that line when these motherfuckers, a lot of them, I don't think they've worked a day in their lives or ever been accountable or ever had to actually be responsible for anything. They just pass that shit off on you and then pay you nothing for it. Does that sound about right? Is that sort of basically what you're talking about? Because that's almost like the standard now, honestly, I think, Frosty. I think it's actually the standard for pretty much anywhere. Right. Yeah, it's not worth, yeah, some small pay bump for all this fucking constant bitching and stress and this and that. And you got to deal with above and below. And you're that middleman just getting crushed in between that for what? 10 cents a year or something? You know, this is some fucking garbage trash can bullshit where somebody who's been working there long enough under you probably makes the same as you do. Possibly, you know, yeah. No, that's absolute bullshit. No, I agree. That's why, personally, with that exact same mindset, that's why when I go to a place, I'm going to drive. If you try to teach me how to cook, I will fuck your food up on purpose. No. As soon as I can do it, you're going to want me to do it for free. Because somebody else is too lazy to do it or some other bullshit like that. Fuck you. I will tell them that right out the chute. That's what's going to happen. I'm not going to do it. I'm here to drive. I'm the best driver you will ever have. Ever. from your customer's perspective and your perspective. I will make you money. I will get you bonuses because your labor is going to go down, your profits are going to go up. You'll start getting good reviews, this and that, and blah, blah, blah. If you hire me on, that's what you get. I don't want anything extra for that, but all that extracurricular shit because everybody else you got working for you is a fucking piece of shit. I'm not saying they all are, but inevitably somebody's going to be that. I'm not carrying their weight. You're not paying me to do so. I'll do my job though, and I'll do it better than anybody else. And if I don't, I'll at least try to. Right? Not cocky, not with attitude. It's just, this is my shit. This is my jam. This is what I do. You want to let me do my job? Yeah, I'll put up some numbers. So that's pretty much straightforward enough to where, I don't know, at this point, like any interview, that's it, that's all. But you know what I'd love to work for, Frosty? Can you imagine, like, I mean, take your job and then go find another place that does it and it's just a mom and pop store, meaning that it has one location, it's not franchised, it's not owned by a corporation, it's not a brand name. It's just a mom and pop place and you basically do essentially the same thing. Maybe it's a small or a mid-size or even a decent size, grocery / store or something or place that provides whatever service it is. Imagine if you could do kind of sort of the same duties, and then you've got your office, you've got your desk, or you've got your place, and you've got your stuff that needs to be done, and they trust you to do it, and as long as you do it, everything's good. And that's it, that's all. They hired you to do something, you do it, you're worth the money, cool. When it comes to Christmas, holidays, things like that, whatever, Boxing Day, whatever you want to call it, that's always out there. If we're going to celebrate it, you're going to celebrate it too. Cool. You might even get together on holidays and stuff like that with people like that. Like that type of work situation. I would love to work for a place like that where I am, they like, man, I really saw this really cool thing on Twitter tonight. So it's this dude and he offers late night food, and it's like, oh man, it's awesome stuff. It's like Philly cheesesteak sandwiches and big burgers and just greasy, melty, cheesy stuff, And so it's not like this huge menu or whatever, but it's just stuff that he's really good at making. And so he's like, well, let's just open a place and then offer this shit to the nighttime crowd. So Thursday, Friday, Saturday, they're open to like 3-4 a.m. Like that's their nights and whatever. And then during the rest of the week, they do like a brunch, lunch type thing, whatever. And so he's like, this is my schedule. This is what I'm good at. This is what I make. This is where we're at. What's up? Right? And I was like, dude, if I could deliver for a place like that, and I was their one delivery driver, and I might only work 3 nights a week, but everything that needs to get there is going to get there. Right? And just hustle that food and get that, treat the customers with just a certain way, kind of get the vibe of the place and just like, okay, I'm going to treat your customers like this. How you treat them at the table, that's how I'm going to treat them at their house. This type of thing. And then I'm going to be your guy. And unless something tragic comes up, like I get pulled over for a ticket or the order's wrong, other than that, everybody's going to be happy. You're going to get solid reviews. If you got promotional shit, I can pass it out, to where they'll maybe order again, and this type of stuff, right? And do that type of thing and just be that mom and pop joint. Be their driver. So eventually people know you by name. Like you go to a particular club and you know the bartender. Or you go to a particular convenience store. Like if you drive, like if you stop to get gas at the same place pretty much every day. Or stop to get a drink or stop to get a snack or you just whatever. And then eventually you just kind of know the people there because they see you a couple times a week in, week out for, a year, 2, 3 years or whatever. And then by the end of the day, you're familiar with these people. It's a type of thing like that. I would love to do what I do for some place like that, where I know the owner after some years of consistently helping their business and doing your job and liking what you do, that you eventually, maybe not like family necessarily, but it can get that way. That personal mom and pop kind of customer service type thing, I would love to be in an environment like that. You know, I really would. I would like to represent. I'd like to be the face of a company like that. Like in just one small regard. Like I do deliveries. I drive. I really enjoy meeting people. I love meeting their fucking dogs. Saying, yay, food time, pizza time, whatever, you know, the little kids running around in the little fucking bunny outfits and onesies and shit, you know, and, you know, it's family night and everybody's gonna eat their pizza and watch a movie, and that's cool to me. I don't ever get tired of that. I would love to do that for, like, a small business, to where the delivery is just as personal as the service is when you go to the restaurant. You know, like people who eat there, but they want it delivered, they can get that too, and they get treated the same way. You know what I mean? Like that's some cool small town shit, really. I don't know how you get away with that in a big city necessarily. Probably it'd be like a neighborhood thing. A neighborhood in the city is like a small town, I guess. A lot more crime and a lot more bullshit, but I guess the same type of thing. I don't know. But I mean that would be nice. I mean, you've been there long enough. Imagine if you could find a situation like that. That would be pretty cool. Oh, how's your Empress of all the mortal realms? You know, I always want to call her Chloe, but Cleo. How's the Empress of all mortal realms? An overseer of all things edible. All right, let's see. I need to figure out exactly what I'm going to use here. Dude, man, if I was playing Sword and Board, that sword, I'd be like, damn. That's some pretty gangster shit. The stats on these shields are starting to look pretty good, too. So I got that. Yeah, I mean, Golden Spirit, I mean, that's supposed to be what they're weak to. I'm not really sure that they necessarily are weak to all that, but whatever. Right, right, of course. Give me a second. sitting here talking about work and stuff. I just got a job. Well, an application opportunity, I guess that's what you'd call it. Okay, so got that saved. I don't see how I can really equip any better than this, to be honest. The only one thing I can really do is try to save a haste. So, like, approach this with one of the mages. Like, probably Bethany. And just save the haste so that Bethany uses it coming out of because you know the rock ray is gonna like collapse and then do the death ray, all that bullshit.
What is this place?
This is the vault. The dwarves would have brought their... That can't be good.
Close. Yeah, we're not even gonna be close. Dude, that haste not... That was haste? It didn't feel like haste. Did it feel like haste to anybody? Oh well, whatever.
Must finish this.
That was a weak ass. I don't know, maybe I don't even need to.
Let's finish this.
You come overhand with stabbing them with your hammer? Stabbing them with the hammer of death. Okay, well, I guess whatever. Just, yeah, shrug. I mean, that was easy, but it should have been a lot faster than that.
Ooh, the rock wraiths are supposed to be dwarven legends. They're not even supposed to be real.
Looked pretty real to me.
I suppose it doesn't matter. Look at what it was guarding.
Let's see if there's something that can help us get out of here.
At 10,000? Damn. It's a guaranteed level there. Pretty well, no, not guaranteed. Okay, so like no change at all. Yeah, I haven't gotten a single sovereign drop off any of the bosses yet on this playthrough. I'm not gonna lie, it did happen more often
A key.
with a rogue.
Opens doors, I hope. Let's collect the best pieces we can carry out of here and then go.
It's about 15 and trash. So almost 20 sovereigns. Basically all we get. Freaking waste. Okay, Okay, really need to start making our way towards that. So all this shit should be upgraded. Like we've got all this squared away. I don't need any more points down here. I just need to upgrade all this stuff. So let's take the trash point. Well, I'm gonna take this now. That's a small upgrade. Oh, damn. Well, it sounds like your management fucking sucks all the ass. Or is your direct manager going through the same shit that you are? You know, whoever's directly over you, are they dealing with the same bullshit? Like, if that's the case, what do, you know? Well, Bethany's gone now, which sucks. But let's get her squared away. Moving forward, if you will. So I'm going to take that. Start making our way over here. Oh wow, so your boss quits because your boss's boss is so where I work, like I drive and then somebody else like cooks and somebody else preps and cooks, and you know, like, so you've got basic staff. People that keep the thing going, you know, feed the pizzas, cut the pizzas, deliver the pizzas, whether it's to the counter or whether it's to somebody's house. Pretty simple, right? Okay. And whatever else food they serve. Okay, so like that, it shouldn't be. It's not rocket science. So then you have shift managers who are doing all the stuff that the general manager really doesn't want to do. But we have a GM that actually kind of really does a lot of that shit. She'll come in and really do that, and maybe not a whole lot of the other stuff. I think she's tired of the day-to-day in the restaurant itself, but as far as her duties, thankfully, I've worked under really bad ones, but this one's pretty cool. And she'll listen to you, she'll talk to you, she'll tell you this is what it is. Are we cool? And you'll be like, yeah, I'm cool, or I'm not cool. And then how can we make it cool? Well, I don't think we can because I'm not going to accept that. She'd be like, okay. And like, just go from there. You know, I mean, that's pretty nice to have as far as that goes. I mean, nobody's perfect, but I mean, if you're going to work with somebody and under somebody, in terms of that's the person responsible for hiring you and making sure you do your job. Shit, as long as you do your job, she doesn't say anything to you. Like, you might even think she's mad at you because she doesn't talk to you at all. Because you're just doing your shit. She's got other things to worry about. People who don't do their shit, right? Okay, cool. I mean, if it's like literally just that copacetic, you won't ever really hear me complain. Oh, no, you might hear me complain anyway, just because I complain sometimes. I'd be a little whiny brat baby sometimes. But anyway, so if she was venomous, then the shift leaders who have to hear her all day, every day, whether they're doing something wrong or not, which is going to lead to mistakes. Like, these people generate drama, right? Bad managers who aren't equipped to manage themselves certainly can't manage anyone else. You know, welfare rejects, power trip people who've never had any authority whatsoever. If they didn't have this job, they'd be in their grandmother's basement, you know, trolling people online. Like, these types of pieces of shit, right? And they wind up getting in a place, in a job, because they suck the right D, or they kiss the right ass, whatever. Yeah, they'll drive away quality people that you actually have. Like, you might have a shift manager where you and that person, right, who basically oversees your job, but they kind of do your job anyway too, right? And you can work with somebody like that, and even if you don't necessarily like each other, you just work well together and it's respectful and they don't make you dread going to work every day, I mean, that's at least enough, you know? And then you get somebody over all of you and they're just a toxic, tyrannical piece of fucking useless shit. And everything they say is backwards and stupid, but it's enough by the book to where they can get away with it, and they just make you fucking miserable, and they make your job 3 times harder, and they find your weakest spots. Like, what do you hate doing? I'm gonna tell you to do that 5 times a day just to fucking drive you, just to be a piece of shit. You know, those types of people. Yeah, it's yeah, they'll get rid of all the best people that you have, because you know when you're good at your shit. And you know when you got a crew that's good at their shit. You ever been on a shift where you're like, oh, this person's here and that person's there and I'm over here? Oh, we're gonna get shit done. We'll be on break time before the clock even starts. You know what I mean? Like nobody has to say anything. You get along. It's respectful. You don't have to be best friends. You don't have to be dating outside work. You could just be doing your shit. Nobody's going to get in your way. You're not going to get in their way. If something comes up, you can help them real quick. Something comes up, they'll help you real quick. Get this, make the day go by, you know? If you can get a shift together like that, the kind of manager you're talking about will come in and destroy that. Because nobody's getting paid enough to stay and deal with that bullshit. Nobody's getting paid enough. It's just not a thing. Yeah, I feel you. At least you're not alone in this. Why don't you go for it? Why don't you go for that role? Been there long enough. You're going to know it better than anybody else coming in behind you, or at least as good. Yeah, there's probably some computer stuff and paperwork shit and who knows whatever else. Whatever. But if they can get by with doing a shit job at it, you can get by doing a good job at it. Even if you don't know everything. True story. You know what it's like to work under a fucking tyrant. Don't be that. Don't be the tyrant. Be the other thing that you know everybody else really wants to work with. Why don't you do it? Now maybe that position. Maybe not like a shift or team leader or basic manager or whatever, right? But the general manager, which sounds like what you're kind of talking about, that's what we'd call it here. Well, yeah, okay. I mean, I hear you. All right. I mean, if that's your take on it, that's your take. But I don't know. Still might be something to it. I wonder if Varric can use this. I'm seriously considering this shit. It's just 1 point of cunning. I like that 2 damage resistance for Varric, though. They overworked and overstressed her, but wasn't she making all of y'all miserable, too? I mean, did they overwork her, or she just didn't want to work, so any work was overworking her? You know what I'm saying? Like, if she was just garbage, if she wasn't worth working, like if you come in and you put in your day's work, and if a day's easy, you feel bored because you don't have shit to do, that's probably a far cry from somebody that was over you who didn't deserve to be there at all. And to her, work was having to lift a fucking pencil to sign her name to something. If she was a piece of shit like that, then it probably wouldn't be that big of a deal to you. You'd be like, I've handled more stressful shit than this, just working the fucking floor for 1 shift. And this is all I have to do this entire week? You might be surprised. And if you're willing to actually work like you do now, then you might actually be good at it. I'm just saying, you might actually be good at it. Unless it's just something you just, if it's going to take you away from doing something you really like doing, okay. But if you're just there just to work or whatever, but you're a good worker, sometimes that makes the best manager because you know what everybody else under you is suffering. and you know how to point out laziness because you've had to work with laziness, and you know how to point out a good worker because you know what it's like to work with a good worker. You know what I'm saying? Like, you might, I mean, 2 years is a lot better education than any training class they can give a manager. I'm just saying. Hey, what's up, T? Shit tons. Oh, she's on salary. On salary. Yeah, that's the same where I work too. Yeah, the general manager's on salary and is required to come in certain numbers and hours, and the pay is supposed to be accordingly and whatever. Most of the time they don't. They're supposed to be there 12 hours that day. They're going to be there probably 6 to 8. Yeah, they're not staying a full 12 hours if they don't need to. Just, I mean, that's just common sense. But as long as you're on top of your shit and you run a tight ship, if you run a tight ship in 5 hours, where they give you 12 allotted hours to run it, but you do it in 5, you don't need to be there that other 7 hours. As far as that goes, as long as everybody's happy, everything's copacetic. So I don't know, man. I mean, I'm just saying, there still might be, I mean, you might just be working for a shit-ass company where just everybody over you is just a fucking mindless, yeah, greedy bastard. Okay, yeah, I mean, if that's all they are and there's just no human emotion there whatsoever, and if you were to die on the road in front of them, they wouldn't care as long as they could replace you. Like, if you're working for shit like that, okay, well then, it is what it is. I mean, I get it. And like you say, it's a job that you're familiar with, so at least you're comfortable with it. No surprises there, but I hope it's not that bad, but all right. Right. No, you'd probably just take a salary position. It would probably be a huge spike in what you're making. But then if it doubles your workload, yeah, no. Yeah, that's not cool. And then unpaid travel and unpaid other things, like you needing to, and I mean, then you might have like lots of other responsibilities, like requiring driving and shit like that. And I mean, I don't know, unless you're driving now. You didn't used to. You said driving is not my shit. I'm not doing that. Okay, cool. True, they can throw some shit like that at you too. Yeah, so maybe not, but still, I don't know. Got some good stuff here. I don't. Damn. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, that is not your shit, and it's not going to be your shit. And if they try to make that your shit, you might have to kill them. I'm pretty sure you made that pretty clear. I might have to kill everybody if they try to make me drive. Okay, so she's not driving. That's it. Guess we got that squared away. I'd really give this to this would be good for Aveline. I mean, I pretty much always give this to Aveline. If I was playing a rogue, I have Aveline, and that amulet right there is just fantastic for her. I want to give this to somebody. I want to give this to somebody too. Thinking about using that myself on one of these. I don't like losing the physical damage stack that I have now. I'm doing a lot of damage. I am doing a lot of damage, so there is that. Shit to sell. Want to get rid of this stupid hammer as soon as possible. I'm not afraid to use it. like Varric says, why don't you just paint nope on your sign and hit people with it? They'll get the message. Eveline's like, thanks, Varric. That's actually true, and I can't say anything about it. I can't even argue with that logic. I got a big sign that says nope, and I'm not afraid to hit people with it. Nope. Boink. Ask again. See what happens. Oh, man. Have big boinking sign. We'll use it. Yeah. We'll use it. Dude, that 10 health and that 2 health regen, like, just really look, like, really juicy and shit. Honestly, Fenris could use this, but I think Fenris has an amulet already. And it's really nice. I don't know, I'm just gonna hold on to these and see if I can pass this on to somebody else. This right here, this would be good for... Huh. You know, that one magic point isn't really all that. Maybe it's time to sell this. It's probably worth something anyway. And then maybe... No, I think this is good for Fenris. Or me. Honestly, I think I might actually switch to this. I just don't like losing that guaranteed physical damage base. I don't like losing that. I'm not getting away from criticals. I'm just... I think there's an amulet that I can get later, and another ring that's gonna do a whole lot more than that. This is the one I'm thinking given to Varric to replace this one point of cunning. Still alpha. The friggin' bubonic plague is still got you. Oh, I wish I could make it go away. +2 damage resistance is something else too. But at 21 attack, he's got cunning. We'll make sure he's got that. That was a clean run. It wasn't fast. It wasn't like, oh my god, the rock rate never even got back up fast. We've done that before. I think they nerfed that. Or patched it, or, well, patched, nerfed, whatever you want to call it. I think they nerfed that. Because we were able to do it with every single class. I didn't try it with an archer, but every other class. Dual wield, sword and board, two-hander, mage. We did it with every class. Once the Rock Wraith dropped, he never got back up. Killed him outright. I mean, just DPS. And I think it had something to do with frame rate. The Dragon Age 2 boosted frame rate, I think it had something to do with that. And I think they went back and balanced that. Not really in our favor, but I think they went back and balanced that. Let's save here. Sorry you feel like shit, Alpha. Is it something some Alka-Seltzer cold medicine could get rid of at least the symptoms? You got Alka-Seltzer cold and you got Alka-Seltzer flu. And I found both of those to be nukes when it comes to getting rid of the I can't even live in this body anymore. Getting rid of that to where you can actually function. Even if, like, say you had to go to work right now. Alka-Seltzer cold, Alka-Seltzer flu. It is really kind of the shit. To at least get rid of the symptoms enough to where you can at least, think for yourself and be a human being. Not lying. That shit is pretty gangster.
I'd say this is our way back.
How long to get back?
If we're unlucky, maybe a week.
And if we're lucky?
We stumble over Bartrand's corpse on the way.
This part of the deep roads looks familiar.
We're back where we started. And in only 5 days. Not bad, eh?
Could we... slow down? I'm not feeling very well. Let's make camp if you're sick.
I'll wager it was those deep mushrooms we found.
Oh, it's a little bit worse than that.
Bethany!
She's blighted.
It's the blight. I can sense it.
I'll end up just like Wesley, won't I?
Wow, that's messed up. We do get an extra ambush out of this, though. I'm not trying to make light of Bethany's suffering. Although we can say that Alpha apparently feels worse than Bethany does right now. Just saying. This maybe too soon. A little bit too soon. I probably maybe shouldn't have said that. Since I friggin' paid for a subscription to Spotify, guess what? The first video got flagged. They didn't say anything else, but apparently maybe there was more than just a flag on it. It's copyrighted material. Yeah, I mean it's commercial music off of Spotify being played, and I'm just like, oh, they're gonna flag it, and then somebody's gonna claim it, and so that stream's gonna be dead to me. Meaning I can't monetize it, I can't do any of that or whatever. The second one, which was I guess last night. No, they community strike. Community strike. Okay, so we're gonna give you a warning. If you ever do this again, we're gonna take your shit down for a week. And then after that, if you do it again, well, we're just gonna fucking shut down your channel forever. I'm like, okay, well, so streaming on YouTube with third-party material, I was thinking maybe I said something to hurt somebody's fucking snowflake sensitive feelings or something. Okay, whatever. That's gonna happen. No, it was playing Spotify during the stream. Now, if you do it on Twitch, what Twitch does is they just mute your stream. So if there's a playback on your stream, you just won't hear anything. On this, they gave me the option to, like, remove the music, period, but the strike was still there. But it wasn't a strike. It was a warning. They say, if you do this again, we're going to shut you down for a week. And I can only stream on YouTube right now, so at least that's all I'm set up for. There's other places that aren't near as, restrictive, but where there is no law, wickedness abounds. So I don't know that I want to get on a streaming service that just lets you do just whatever. Yeah, probably a lot of corrupt shit creeping in there, like getting paid. Who knows what else? Not like I make any money doing this, but still. Anyway.
There must be some other way.
But yeah, it was a strike. Well, it was a warning of a strike.
It's coming on faster.
There might be something we can do. I stole the maps from a
First time I've ever been warned like that on YouTube. So maybe somebody reported it during stream that fucking hates me from Twitch. Now they're over here and they're like, how can we get this dude in trouble anyway? And they literally live for it, and they wait, and they spend every single day waiting to see if I stream so that they can go try to do something to me. I don't know, does that sound paranoid? Well, if it wasn't for the fact that I've experienced that shit 500 billion times over the last 10 years or so. So yeah, no, it's a thing. I guess you offend some fucking basement troll enough, they will dedicate the rest of their life to trying to do anything they can to you, because that's just what they are.
Does that mean the Grey Wardens are here?
If the Wardens are here, I know where. We could bring Bethany to them.
And do what? Become a Grey Warden? I don't see any better options.
Then I hope I'm right.
Hyperion, what's going on?
I think they're nearby. Or it could be Darkspawn.
Did I get anything for that?
Anders.
Fancy meeting you here, Stroud.
I could say the same. I thought you were through fighting Darkspawn.
I'm not here to fight Darkspawn. I came looking for you.
You mean the girl as a recruit? Of course you do. I'm sorry. I know this comes as no comfort to you, but we do not recruit Grey Wardens out of pity. It is no kindness.
Bethany happens to be a powerful mage. You'd be an idiot not to recruit her.
Be that as it may, I cannot.
Yeah, you can.
Stroud, trust me when I say this one is worth your time. With the Blight over, you Wardens don't have recruits lining up.
True story.
This is no simple thing, Anders. This may be as much a death sentence as the sickness, and you know it.
Well, give her a shot. Stop being a
She'll
lazy
die
bitch.
anyway. Take her and try. I'm asking you.
Very well, I will try. But if I do this, then we are even. If the girl comes, she comes now, and you may not see her again. Being a Grey Warden is not a cure. It is a calling.
Are you sure about this?
Not at all. Not at all.
I'm not sure about anything, but I want you to live.
We must move quickly if we are to make the surface in time.
Then, I guess this is it. take care of Mother.
That's fucked up. At least he helps her out, man. It's really not a pity call, though. She's gonna be a gangster-ass warden. Like, who wouldn't want a DLC where you play Bethany as a warden? Where you're just like friggin' darkspawn mage.
Home, sweet home.
Being all gangster and shit.
Oh, I wonder if Bartrand came back to the city. You think I'd be that lucky?
Luck hasn't exactly been our strong point so far.
This is true. I'm sorry about what happened to your sister.
She'll make it. Bethany's a strong girl.
Shut up, bitch.
I should have seen Bartrand's betrayal coming. I'll find that maggot if it's the last thing I do. I imagine you'll be heading home to, tell the family.
I don't have much choice.
You'll be a wealthy woman, Hawk. It wasn't all for nothing.
Well, if you give a shit about family, you probably don't really give a shit about the wealth. You're probably like, I'd rather just not have, you know,
Oh my
lost
baby.
half my family.
You made it home. Bethany isn't with you?
No,
Is she coming back?
I don't know.
So the champion's sister was a Grey Warden.
Yes, but that's not the connection you're looking for.
Isn't it? The involvement of the Grey Wardens makes perfect sense. And the champion's companions? Meryl, Aveline, Isabella? That Warden Anders?
Don't remind
Yeah.
me. I introduced them.
The jihadist terrorist.
We thought they all came
Pedophile.
from Ferelden
Well, I guess that
together,
all-
but now
I mean,
it makes sense.
The
Muslims
jihadists have
and
proven that they're pedophiles.
It's
They
still
they
not
follow a
what you
pedophile
think.
called Muhammad.
Then
Muhammad's a
I need to hear
pedophile,
more.
according to
Unless you've
their
already
own scripture.
decided. I can
If that's
always
what you want to
go
call
if you
their
don't
fucking
need me
pig
anymore.
words in a pig soaked fucking
Tell me
pig
what
blood
came
book
next.
called the Quran. Yeah, all those pieces of fucking shit are terrorists and fucking child molesters
We
and
found the
rapists
deep
and
rooms
murderers.
Made us a fortune.
That's exactly what Anders is.
The champion
That's
moved
a
up
that's a
in the world.
fair
Literally. Bought a mansion in Hightown.
that's a fair equation right there.
Everyone knew who she was now. Even
1
the
plus
Hightown
1 equals
came
2.
to us.
1 plus 1 plus 1 equals 3.
The Grey Wardens left Kirkwall. It was months before we learned Bethany survived.
This is special artwork from Bethany,
3 years later,
but it leads to
Qunari still hadn't left. The Qunari insisted they were waiting for their ship. But some of us
funny that
knew better.
the Qunari show the same kind of artwork that blood mages do. Look at that friggin' crow bro, man. It's like, well, what do we have here?
The compound was not meant to be permanent. There are concerns the Qunari influence is no longer contained.
Was it ever? Kirkwall has tension enough between Templar and Mage. But these Qunari, they sit like gargoyles waiting for Maker knows what, and everyone goes mad around them. Nearly 4 years I've stood between fanatics. And now, this.
Don't keep us in suspense.
Leave us. Meredith at my throat, Orsino at my heels, and a city scared of heretical giants. Balance has held because the Qunari ask for nothing. Even the space in Lowtown was a gift to contain them. But now, the Arishok has requested you. by name. What did you do?
You know.
I can't help it if I make an
Stuff.
impression.
I did.
Apparently not.
Stuff.
I remember
It's like,
how you helped
what,
my son.
What did you do? Stuff?
It seems you are meant to have influence above your station.
Well, that's
Speak
a
to the
backhanded fucking compliment.
Give him what he needs to keep
Straight
the
up
peace.
insult. Influence
Can you
above
do
your
that
station.
for
Who the
Kirk
fuck do you
Wolf,
think
Sir
you are? Egghead? I can't wait for this politician to get its head fucking lopped off by somebody who's actually a man. Even though it's fucking Canary.
Is this a paid position? I'm somewhat in demand.
You've served yourself, built a fortune. I give you that.
Did you build your
But
fortune?
if you, and only
Or did you
you,
fucking
can
rob the
calm this
taxpayers?
situation, I fear the only reliable investment will be in swords and armor.
Well,
Serve
anybody
your
with
city,
common sense would have
and then
done that
we'll talk about
already.
What you are due.
But you're going to rely on, what,
The Arishok is waiting.
woke peace
Heading
talks?
for a fall. I know it is.
Yeah, you're going to get what you deserve. You deserve to have your shit locked off. Fucking politician. Piece of shit. Piece of shit. Piece of shit. Typical.
Good day, Sirrah.
So Bethany's got some badass friggin' mage robes, though. I think you can get those in Inquisition, too. Something like it. I think you can. All right, so here's the thing. Do we roll with Fenris, or do we roll with Aveline? Because, yeah, we don't want Meryl with us on any of the shit we do through, like, the first half of Act 2. We just don't want her. We just don't want her there, to be honest. I think I bought Aveline's upgrade. I think I did, actually. So let me check if I got her armor upgrade. I did. I got her armor upgrade. So what class would I be? Like, would I, like, shit, me myself? I'd be the NPC at the market stall. I'd just be selling you potions and shit. I'm making a fair price. I'm just saying. No, what would I be like right now? Like, okay, what would I like to be? Or what would I realistically be right now? So let's there's a disclaimer here. What character, what class would I be? Or what class would I like to be? All right, so yeah. I mean, if we're just going to be real here. Just saying. That's what class I would be. Just merchant. I'd be merchant. Oh, what would I like to be? Man, I don't know. I would, if you'd asked me that 10 years ago, I would have said like a rogue. Because I've always liked ninjas and shit. I mean, goddamn, it's obvious because I name all my shit after that. So it's kind of obvious, right? But I'm not going to lie, man. The whole two-hander Reaver type thing, man, that's got a draw to it. Like, if I could wield a weapon that's as big and heavy as I am and just kill everything at 1,000 miles an hour, I mean, there is something to be desired there. But then the whole one-shot fucking backstab, assassinate type shit, yeah, I'm kind of down with that too. So I just, slit their fucking throat and be done with it. They can't hurt you if they're dead. They can't kill you if they're dead. Right? So, I don't know, either of those. Never a mage. Never, ever a mage. Ever. Just saying. Like, never, ever. Right, so, yeah, there's this. So, why wouldn't I give that to her? And then, why don't I give her that? Then give her this. sell that too. Unless somebody else wants it. Yeah, I don't think anybody else needs that. Nice. Yeah, we just roll with Aveline for a while. You know, just roll with her. All right. And yes, I actually have leveled her like really well. So it's got 3 points. No shit. And so, like, literally, that tree is finished. I don't give Aveline anything else here. Although she's not friends with us, which kind of sucks, because that gives her even more damage resistance. Dude, she is so tanky. So tanky. She's got an upgraded taunt. That's fantastic. We can give her might. Or we could just make her even more tanky. You know, I've never given her Stonewall to actually use. I give it to Fenris because it makes Fenris almost invincible. But if she is allowed to do this every 15 seconds for 5 seconds, she's not going to draw a lot of threat. But she would be like literally invincible. Literally invincible. All right, so... Well, we can go offense. I don't know how much offense she's really going to get. I mean, yeah, she could do 10% more damage with a huge percent of her stamina right now, or she could actually do things. Like, that's knockback immunity, knockdown immunity, and stun immunity. Or 60% resistance to all magic damage. That's pretty sick too. And these will probably be the next 2 points regardless. And there's another 5% damage resistance. And then another 10% magic resistance, just all magic, including damage. So, like, that's sick. But I'd rather... Yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and take that right now. True story. Cool. If you give her another sustained, it's going to take literally half of her stamina. Now I've been giving her willpower, so like that's cool, but just saying. I'd rather have a little bit more buff before having her spend half of her shit.
We're good to go.
That's 150. Also, we can take Aveline back to our whatchamacallit, our mansion, and there's a shield there. We're gonna stop getting XP buffs though. We've been getting like a 1% XP buff for this entire time. We have to go to the Chantry first. This is one of the evil tomes. Fucking blood mages putting evil tomes everywhere.
I wish the guards weren't so illiterate.
No, I'd still say rogue, man. I've always liked ninja stuff. I just like that's just my shit, man. I really like that. Not gonna lie, really like that.
We'll need to give them answers by tomorrow, Captain.
I'll have them.
So yeah,
Dismissed.
The seneschal.
I like to be stealthy and sneaky and agile and all the things I'm not. Yeah, I would like that. That would be cool. But the big old fucking super fierce two-hander that just... You can hit him 5 times, and he's going to hit you once and kill you. That's pretty gangster too. That's more upfront. That's more straightforward. It's like, you know I'm here, but you're going to die anyway. Or the ninja is like, I'm going to kill like everybody, and they don't even know what the fuck even happened. Right? Like, they're both kind of cool in their own way. As long as you get rid of the bad guys. There you go.
That's why I remain unimportant. Less pressure.
As if the return of the Amels hasn't set Hightown on its ear.
As long as it's off its ass.
Sure, have your fun. But the coin you poured into Kirkwall...
Right, everything bad going on doesn't have to do with the guard not doing their job. It has to do with me just living. So, okay, Aveline, it's all my fault. Fuck
Grouse
you.
all you want.
Fuck Aveline. She needs to be slapped
doesn't regret
roughly 50% of the time.
They'd have to drag me out of here. And I'm sure some are lining up to try. You among them, I bet. Haven't had much time to follow you around. Not that I need to. I can trust that you at least try to do right. I'm with you if you need me, Hawk. Just say the word.
You can trust that I at least try to do right. What the fuck does that even mean? No, like seriously. Okay, just whatever, Aveline. You know what? Just whatever. Just okay. You just do you. I guess.
The heart of law in Kirkwall. If I have to say something about it anyway.
Easy.
Nice. I bet you that superior greatsword is pretty superior. It might even be better than what I'm carrying right now. I'm just saying, it might. Yeah, it might actually be better than what I'm carrying right now. Fuck this. I mean, 26 plus 5 is 31. 27 plus 10% is about 30. Yeah. Sell that. Or maybe I could give it to... Nah, you know what? Never mind. I'm not going to worry about it. That's garbage. And we're going to sell all this shit for like... Man, we're going to be up to like 60-something sovereigns?
Fine day, Sarah.
Once we get rid of this bullshit.
Good luck getting in. I've been waiting all day.
I like that sword model. It's simple. I don't like that stupid shit that looks like a bat up there at the... No, it's not the pommel. It's the, what is it? Got the pommel, you got the hilt, and then you got the guard. I guess the guard... There's probably another word for it, but the guard looks like a WWF bat. Not a fan of that. But I do like the handle or the hilt and the blade.
There you are.
That works for me.
I've been looking everywhere for you, Messiah. If only you humans didn't all look the same.
Frost, are you still here? We need to co-op a game here pretty soon. I mean, if I gotta get a PS5 to do it, just maybe find some way to make that happen. I don't know. Honestly, replacing this fucking ancient-ass 15-year-old PC that I got is, like, numero uno priority, but I would like to have... All the cool co-op games seem to be on PS5. We need to do that again. Just because.
We can't all be short and bearded like your people, Bowden.
Indeed. It's quite a shame, really. There's a gentleman waiting at the mansion. He insists
a gentleman? No, that's not a gentleman.
He says his name is Dougal.
Yeah.
Your mother thought he was.
I mean, I think the idea was, what, Neo 3? Right? Is there, like, a final verdict on Neo 3? Like, did they, like, just stay there? Or did they take a step back? Or is it just, like, another version of the same thing? I wouldn't be mad at that. If it was just as good as Neo 2, I'd be totally cool with that. Personally. There's a whole bunch of new boss fights and a whole bunch of opportunities to fucking rage quit and shit like that. You know, I mean, like, that works for me.
You ran all this way just to tell me I had a visitor.
I didn't want to presume what you might find important, Missy. Before I go...
So I don't remember doing this, but didn't you say we finished Dark Souls? Eventually?
I said I would repay you for saving Sanders' life.
Seems like I remember we finished it, and then it was like, oh, well, you got New Game Plus, and you were like, yeah, no, that's not going to happen. Or maybe I was like, okay, well, it's kind of like starting, it was just achievement hunting after that. That's what New Game Plus is for, is achievement hunting. Yeah, I think you even have to do New Game Plus for one of them. Unless you can get somebody in your party that can drop a particular item for you or something. Anyway. Like some soul or something. They expanded, what do you mean they expanded everything? In Neo 3? What do you mean they expanded everything?
Let me guess. This was Mother's idea?
As you say, yes. I'll leave you to your business. Don't forget about your guest. Your mother claims he was eyeing the silverware.
Are we talking about Neo 3?
A very large mouth.
And here I've always looked up to you. What is it now?
There were fistfights in the barracks over who was the model for your guard cereal.
Hard in Hightown.
Hard in Hightown.
Everyone loves
Hard in Hightown.
Varric.
Come on, man.
I'll start
Hard in Hightown.
3 chapters until Donan Brennakovic retires and opens a tavern on the coast. I sure hope he makes it. He's getting too old for this shit.
Getting too old for this shit.
Be careful if you're going into the Rose. It's a favorite hangout of crime bosses.
Oh, and by the way, that whatever that name that he gave, that's Aveline's future husband-to-be, and Aveline's like the redheaded warrioress on the cover of Hard in Hightown or something, right? Come on, man. That's like its own little story in and of itself. I said we were going to have about 60 sovereigns. True story. Different. Might be interesting. Okay. All right. I mean, probably have to see it to know exactly what you're talking about, but all right, cool. See, I don't want to buy for Isabella. I do need to buy for Meryl. I don't know if I want to buy for Fenris or not. It depends on who you want to take Anders' place in Act 3. Interesting. Hey, did they bring back the Tonfa? The Tonfa was my shit. At the end of the day, the Tonfa was like, dude, it was like nostalgic ER kung fu cabinet gaming from the 80s. Cabinet gaming from the 80s arcades, right? ER kung fu, the Tonfa. I'm like, oh my god, Tonfa. And then that shit was like, it was so legit. Dude, it was so fun to play. That was I think that became my favorite weapon. It really actually did. I think if you go into Neo 2 and activate the Revenant, right? From a blood pool or whatever, with my gamer tag on it, I'm pretty sure I have Tonfa. I think I have Tonfa. Well, they got Tonfa. Well, I might actually have to have that in my life then. Do I spend almost 2.5 sovereigns on this shit? Fuck. That's a good question. See, like you can roll with Aveline and she's almost invincible. But I've got Fenris doing some damage. Like he's actually doing shit. Like literally doing damage. And I mean, we were wrecking shop. And I'm like, okay, giving Fenris control is stupid. Give fucking Fenris might. Because it's better. And he's got a shit ton of critical chance anyway. So that was obvious. So Fenris is even more viable. But if I'm never going to use him again, you know what, fuck it. You know what, fuck it. Yeah, you know what? Actually, I probably will use him again. True story. And then you got a physical staff, which is crazy. We got that dealt with, I guess. You still create your own character, or are you playing a preset character? That I'm kind of curious about. Oh hell yeah! How many people can you play with? Can you co-op with more than one person? So like, can you go in with like 3 people? Because that'd be cool as shit. I know Frosty'd be down. I think Frosty'd be down with that. Like we could go in and like triple like co-op something, or if somebody's not around, then somebody else jumps in, type thing. But if you can. I don't think you could. It was just one other player that you could co-op with, kind of like Dark Souls. But then they made Dark Souls where you got multiple ads in co-op PvP and stuff like that. So, I mean, maybe that's a thing. Would be fun though. Not gonna lie. All right, so let me see. I don't. You know what? I think I can order this shit in my house. I'm not going to do it here. I really think I can order that in my house. Why would you pay that for... I mean, I guess, I don't know. The 4 armor? Oh, so that's like 43 armor. And a rune slot. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, that's actual not garbage. That is definitely not garbage.
Again?
That's a cool axe. That's a really cool axe. But I mean, yeah, that's not even close to the friggin' sword that I'm using right now. I guess this is all about the daggers. Cool. Oh, you can have 3 players? I mean, that would be a thing. I guess I gotta get a fucking PS5. Oh, y'all spoiled, rotten, rich brats. Just kidding. I'm totally just kidding. But, yeah, all y'all got fucking PS5s and Pros and all that gangster ass shit. And I got nothing.
This is the only place in Hightown.
So I guess I need to do something about that. Oh, that's gonna sell for 1,000,000 sovereigns, I'm sure. A vial of holy water. What, 2 copper maybe? Maybe just 1 copper.
So I think it's Blondie, Sunshine.
Well, that actually sounds fun.
What am I?
Beg your pardon?
And by the time that shit comes around, get it for cheap.
Where's my nickname?
Right? Get it for cheap.
That's not true. There's Hawk and Bianca.
Hawk is a family name, and Bianca is crossbow. Don't change the subject.
Haven't thought of a good one yet. What do you think of Red?
Red. Red.
Well, when you think of one, let me know.
When you think of one, let me know. Because I don't want to say anything to piss you off, and then you'll kill me. Dude, why does Varric go up against all these friggin' bullheaded women? Varric's up against, friggin', Aveline. Then Varric's up against Cassandra, who is probably even more hard-headed than Aveline, to be honest. Right? Like, what? How did Varric draw the short straw? Like, seriously, how did he draw the short straw? Another vial of holy water. I probably have like 2 copper pieces instead of 1. Let's see. Gotta be. Gotta be. He actually likes that shit. He actually likes that shit. Nice. Gotta be. Nothing else makes sense, right? I mean, it's fucking gotta be it. Bro, dude, that shit went quick considering we had. I'm telling you, man. I think I have like the ultimate, the fucking OP build on Aveline. And honestly, I'm thinking like that upgraded taunt just makes it just even stupid fucking better. And you just give her enough strength to do damage. And then you give her enough skills to be invincible. And she's just gangster as shit. Dude, she is so sick. And Aveline goes hard. She really does. Like, I mean, like, really, really, like, really. Oh, I won't. Especially not your wife who's trying to choke you to death with chicken soup right now.
Once more, I am falsely accused of whatever it is I am accused of.
Falsely. Once more, I am falsely accused of whatever it is I'm being accused of. Falsely.
Ooh, that does sound pretty good.
Woo.
Good. Carry on.
Ferric is like, oh, that does sound pretty cool. Not gonna lie. Once again, I am falsely accused of whatever it is I'm being accused of. Falsely. Just saying. That's one of my favorite lines in any video game ever, by the way. I'm trying to find an opportunity to quote that at work. And then if somebody at work actually understands where the quote comes from, do you understand that you have an instant best friendship right there? Just instantly. If one of your coworkers like understands where that quote came from, all of a sudden you're best friends. See, this is what video games can actually do. Just like movies and celebrities and this and that and blah, 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 and whatever else. It can literally bond two people for life. Once again, I'm falsely accused of whatever it is I'm being accused of. Falsely. So when your manager, your boss is bitching everybody out, you'll be like, once again, I'm being falsely accused of whatever it is I'm being accused of. Falsely. And you say that and somebody else understands where that came from, you are best friends with that person. Like you are literally bonded for life. I don't think there's any way to separate you and that person from just being BFFs forever. You know what I'm saying? Like if I heard you say that while the boss is bitching all of us out, and then I heard you say that, I'd be like, bro, like you can't do any wrong after this. You can't, or sister, you can't do anything wrong ever again. Even if you fuck up, it's okay. Good. Because god damn it, that was the most gangster shit I ever heard in my entire life. I would literally, that's where I would go there. And I have no problem with that. Oh my god, you just quoted that. I've been waiting to quote that my entire life, and you just quoted that. We're best friends. Even if you don't like me, we're still best friends. You can cuss me out, and I'd be like, all right, I don't know why you cuss me out, but whatever. It's cool because you quoted that shit, and that just brings video games into real life, and that works for me. I am 1000% cool with that. Just saying. I don't know what.
Entirely your fault, darling.
It seems like every time I drink that mug, things go badly. Not really sure what that's about, but I always do it anyway, which is probably stupid, right? I should probably not do that. Ever, but I do it every single time. It's like the mug just nerfs all your stats for the rest of the game. And it probably actually does, and I just fucking drink that shit. You know what? Actually, now that I think about that, that shit has never turned out well. Drinking that fucking, I don't know what that mug is. I think it's like -20 to all of your stats. And half your skills don't work either. Randomly just nerfs the shit out of your character because you got drunk here in the whorehouse, and yeah, shit happened, and yeah, I don't know. You know what? I'm not drinking that mug. I am not drinking the mug.
Go on up, sir.
I'm not doing it. Gambling can hang out at the bar all day long. I'm not drinking the mug. I'm just not doing it. I'm done with that. I've turned over a new leaf. I'm getting a fresh start here. Not drinking the mug. I mean, it's kind of a shit move to walk up to a bunch of people partying and just take this dude's fucking pint and just down that shit. That's probably not cool anyway, to be honest.
So, I never expected to be palling around with the captain of the guard.
We're not pals.
We're not pals.
We're not? What about that time we painted each other's toenails?
Shut up, faggot. Nobody cares,
Love,
Anders.
Life and liberty.
You prissy little bitch. No.
You're in a jolly mood.
Well, when you're here, I know you're not leading men into Darktown to arrest me.
Aveline never did any shit like that to this hypersensitive, perverted, fucking anal sexual, fucking obsessed, abortion supporting piece of fucking shit. She never did anything against this thing. This thing is allowed to just sit here and just talk this satanic woke garbage. And Aveline should have killed Anders probably like 5 times already. Judicial, ethical, moral execution. Nobody should ever die. Oh yes, people should die for doing things that you should die for. And if you don't understand that, you're evil and you don't get it. And I don't give a fuck what you think anyway, to be honest. And nobody else should either. No, Democrats aren't entitled to an opinion. Ever. Ever. Let's see something. It's 36. Lose a strength. I do lose a strength. But we gain armor and physical damage. All right, so that works for me. It will start replacing some of this shit as we go along. That's garbage. Yeah, we really need to get back to streaming on Twitch because I really want to be able to play. I mean, if we multi-stream and we want to play, if we multi-stream on Twitch and YouTube at the same time, I don't know how to monitor both of those chats. That's a good question. But if we did that, we still can't play Spotify because YouTube flags it and
I don't mean to sound critical, but have you considered
threatens to destroy my channel.
Pretty much anything. I don't think Renegade Mage has a bright future.
Huh. Yeah, right? Like that's a thing. These glasses are hurting my... I had a really good set of glasses to stream with because it doesn't have these thick-ass friggin' arms on it. It had those little wire arms that didn't bother me at all. I could stream for 16 hours straight and wouldn't even feel them. Guess I gotta get another pair of those and a new set of these. This is the last readers that I actually have. I used to keep like a 3-pack of these in my car, and then I had my favorite readers here that I streamed with. Those disappeared, and all my other backups disappeared. This is the only set of glasses that I have. And I'm old and blind, so there you have it.
You've settled in nicely. It's just luck. And skill.
And skill.
Indeed. Still, more coin never hurts, right? Say, if someone wanted to pass some work your way... I'm listening, Aveline. What's the trouble?
Do you understand how we just wrecked shop with Aveline in our party right there?
Remember Emery?
Like, dude, I've got Aveline on a rogue
He wants your help
party
and
build.
some sort of official sanction.
And so a two-hander just destroys more people more often?
He's convinced that every random murder in the past
We can totally roll with this party.
And he
well,
won't
until fucking Anders is gone. And then what? You don't have any more haste. So, yeah, that's a problem.
I seem to recall he had some good leads. Then you won't mind chasing his threads. If it leads somewhere, I'll pick it up. Right now, he's just distracting my men. He's in the gallows. Do what you can. Thanks, Hawk. I'll try not to make a habit of this.
Right. And then you have this guy. Fucking Sandal. Sandal is wondering... Sandal is looking at you like you're friends, and he's wondering how these dwarves can be that fucking evil.
Again.
Lovely home
How
you
these
have
dwarves could be that corrupt.
And may I say your mother makes for delightful company?
That's exactly what Sandal was thinking.
Another visitor. We've moved up in the world, Mother.
Evidently so.
My apologies, Sarah. Your daughter and I simply have a bit of business to conclude.
I'll leave you two alone then. Be careful.
Darling woman. A shame that she spends so much time here alone.
Just what are you saying?
Allow me to get right to the point. I know all this came from Deep Road's treasure. I know you repaid me, but
I repaid you
I
double.
think I deserve a
Repaid
larger
him
share of
double.
your fortune.
So now he wants to be paid quadruple, and if you're willing to pay him that, he's going to come take the mansion himself. I don't know how a dwarf like this is going to live in Hightown, but how about this motherfucker dies? How about that? See, this is what you do with woke fucking fraudulent senators and representatives and whatever Ilhan Omar is, and fucking retarded ass Tim Waltz and faggot ass Gavin Newsom. And I mean that in every sense of the word. As negative as that could possibly be.
I kept my
This is what you do to them.
Now get out.
You get them out of the world, and then the world's a better place because they're not in it anymore.
We'll be seeing each other
And
again.
everybody knows it.
I'm sure.
Especially the liberals. That's why they hate me for saying what I just said. Because they fucking know it too. True story. Is the stream actually even going right now? If it's not, I will go get something to eat. Get something to eat. No point in restarting it at 4 in the morning. See what happens. We're still live. It says people are here. It's just showing me that there's nobody here and the stream is actually down. But it's not, so alright, cool. Anyway, so that's a codex you have here. And you got Sandal.
Enchantment.
Enchantment. He gives you a boom. He gives you the earth-shattering kaboom.
Ah, there he goes again.
The earth-shattering
How he makes
kaboom.
these things, I'll
Boom.
never know.
Perhaps he'll be the first dwarven mage.
No, not the first one.
Wouldn't that be interesting?
I don't know. The actual mages don't do enchanting, do they? Just the ones who had their magic taken away.
Tranquil.
Yes, them. Oh.
Nice. It's a lot. Okay, so let's see. That's level 17, and it's pretty gangster. This is slightly less damage, but that crit damage and physical damage is fucking sick. So there is that. Totally get this for Aveline. I want this for Aveline. This is Aveline's shield right here. That is Aveline's shield. So if we're gonna use her, that's it. That's all. This is for Sebastian. Both of these are essentially the same. I think this is the one that you want to go with. This has a little more damage. Well, I mean, I guess a little more defense. Only damage versus humans, though. Yeah, see, this hammer is sick. 20 crit damage and the physical damage. It's still not better, and that damage versus humans, which honestly becomes less and less of a thing as we go along. That's level 17. Okay, so let me take these back. And that's level 15, which we're about to be. Level 15. Alright, cool. Alright, let's see, what's 10% of 20? That's 2, so that's 25. 10% of 27 is 3, that's 30. Now the critical damage does become an issue. Fuck. Now that's sick at level 17. That's sick. I mean, I think you roll with that until you just use this at the end of the game, to be honest, because that is, yeah, that's sick. That crit chance and attack speed. Now this crit damage, that's pretty cool too. So level 17, I think we just use what we got until we get to level 17. And then we pick this up, and then we get to the end of Act 3, and then we pick up the fucking Dogs of War and just finish the game with that. That 7 damage versus humans doesn't do shit for you, though. Because there's, like, nothing, except for maybe a couple blood mages or whatever. At the end of Act 3, it's all demons and blood mages, and, I mean, maybe Meredith. You can put the red lyrium rune in this and make it a haste weapon. And then put a critical chance rune in this and make it, yeah, you don't have any bonus, like, damage per se, but the fucking crit chance and the speed, attack speed on this thing, you don't really need a damage rune. Maybe this is like end of Act 3 type shit. This will carry you. That 40 physical damage is, I think it's actually a little bit too high. But we got it, so we might as well use it. Let me get that for Aveline. Oh, hold on a second. Actually. Maybe... Huh. Let's see. They're both spirit damage. That means they don't do shit against shades or desire demons or... I mean, they'll do shit against revenants and corpses, basically. Now, they will do shit against humans. Like if... And Qunari, they'll do damage against Qunari, which aren't human or demon, so I don't think there's any benefit there. So maybe... Any demons we face are going to involve shades. So... Dude, but that attack speed is sick. Although, I don't know how that parlays into your companions. So attack speed might, I mean, just base physical damage might actually be the shit. And if you're fighting demons, you're not going to be using this anyway. I would use this in the Rock Wraith. In the Deep Roads, I would let Aveline use this. Because the Rock Wraith is weak to spirit. And there's plus damage versus demons and shit like that. But you know what? Actually, I'm not using her there. I'm using her here. So, no shit, right? Okay. Alright, cool. Well, I got that back. Sell these. And I'll hit this at level 15. And this is just a better version of what I've already got. It's just got +1 strength again. And attack speed. And then we see if we actually trade this out with the champion's boots. When we actually get them. Right? Okay. And that's a good deal. I'm gonna actually do that. Alright, cool. Okay, well, I guess we're just rolling with a fucking Aveline, just because she's just gangster as shit. Okay, go talk to Fenris, I guess, real quick. I'm sure we have to talk to everybody, at least once. Alright, so we can switch these out. I got a weapon against demons, and I got a weapon against humans. I don't have the attack speed buff, but cool. Whatever. Now this damage resistance is going to just keep scaling. So I don't think there's a better thing for her. Alright, so we just go ahead and kill this. And we need stuff for our runes. Yeah, we don't have anything for Anders yet. Varric will probably get. So we got level 17 shit. I think we go ahead and make at least one. Yeah, because we got level 17 armor. We're just gonna make do with this bullshit Act 1 trash fucking armor. I want to get 1 rune of fortune here. I do. I want to get 1. I want to get 1. I'm going to get one rune of fortune. Probably buy another one actually, and then I want one for Varric. So 2 runes of fortune, and wait, 3 runes of fortune. Because I want 1 in her shield as well. So 3 runes of fortune. All right, and then maybe some armor runes and shit like that too. So yeah, let's see what we got.
So the Seneschal's tax collector won't
I'm probably going to have to come back and do this shit again anyway,
Funny story.
to be honest.
I'll pass, but thank you for the help.
Spoil sport. Why you want to squat up here in Hightown is beyond me.
I like the view.
So do I.
So do I.
What a flirt. What? Dude, Isabella's like the most likable, hateable hoe ever.
3 years. There's still no sign of Daenerys. I'm beginning to wonder if he's finally given up.
Don't tell me you're going to miss all the attention.
Tell me, what do you do when you stop running?
Like it's like midnight. Dude, it's like so late. Feels early to me though.
You weren't always a slave, were you?
My first memory is receiving these markings. The lyrium being branded into my flesh.
Oh, damn.
The agony wiped away everything. Whatever life I had before I became a slave, it's lost.
Some kind of blood magic.
I shouldn't trouble you with this.
Lyrium
My problems
ritual
are not yours.
that didn't involve blood magic exactly. Maybe the mage. Oh, it's definitely a blood mage, raising demons and shit. I wonder why it used regular lyrium instead of red lyrium. Like blood writing. That's what the original magisters, the old gods, used to enslave the elves. That's that Valisline, that blood writing that they worship and they protect so much. That's their biggest shame. That's what made them fucking blood slaves. The blood writing was the first use of blood magic documented in history. So why did the Magister over Fenris use regular lyrium instead of blood writing? Blood lyrium, if you will. Red lyrium. I guess didn't have any access to red lyrium. Maybe he's just a fucking novice. Maybe a pontificating fucking millionaire just trying to exploit itself over fucking everybody underneath itself. Or at least that's what it thought. Sounds like it. Sounds like a typical celebrity, billionaire, CEO, senator, congressman, House of Representatives. What would you call it in your country? Same shit. Self-appointed celebrity status that pisses on the people underneath them. Takes their money. You can't have a vacation once in your life, but I'm going to take a vacation on your tax dollars 6 times a year. That type of shit, right? That's probably who this motherfucker's master was. I think that's a pretty fair appraisal. That's a pretty fair assessment.
Your problems are my problems.
Right on, buddy.
Unlucky you. But enough. You have much to keep you busy, I'm certain.
I like Fenris. I really like Fenris.
Last bottle of the Egregio. I've been saving it for a special occasion.
The last one?
What's that?
At least he shares it with
the
you.
Anniversary of my escape.
That's bros right there. I got one beer left. You want half?
Care to
You want
hear the
half?
story?
God damn it. Do a bunch of chest bumping and then go get on your four-wheeler and try to hop a fucking... Never mind. Anyway, yeah, that's your bro right there.
I'd like that.
Let's see. You've heard of Saharan? The Imperium and the Qunari have fought over the island for centuries now.
Man, I have a friend.
I was there with Daenerys during
Aaron Chance. She's like literally.
But there was no room.
I could actually send you the link. She's like a global celebrity tattoo artist, and she's just, you know what she is? She's a girl who has like superior artistic talent, and she's a fucking gamer. That's just who she is. She's so approachable. Anyway, yeah, she's pretty gangster in pretty much every single way. Her art, she actually rode her art into global popularity. I'm pretty sure she's been on like TV and podcasts and, you know, stuff like that, right? But her dude is Fenris. Like, that is her dude. Which, I mean, that's a huge part of, okay, so we're friends, right? Man, if it hadn't gotten water damaged, she actually sent me an original piece of her artwork. It got water damaged. And Hurricane Barrel, it got water damaged. So I don't have it. But it was an original print of some art that she used in a tattoo, actually. And she makes murals. She makes murals on skin. Like, she's just that good. Her what do you call it? Pepper shading. Her shadowing. Her shadowing, fading, and pepper shading are, it's fucking stupid. She does it with color. She's just that good. I always told her, I said, if I get a tattoo, yeah, I'm gonna come all the way up there to fucking, I think she's in DC. I think she's in Washington, DC, if she's still there. But yeah, I said, I will come all the way up there and just, you take the idea and run with it. If I ever have the money and the ability to actually do that, that's what I would do. That sounds like pipe dream bullshit. It probably is. I don't know if I get a tattoo now at this point. I mean, maybe. But I would like her to do it. I have a friend in Galveston that I would like to do same. Anyway, never mind. Doesn't matter. But yeah, her dude is Fenris, man. She loves Fenris. And I'm like, you love Fenris? I love Fenris. In different ways. But I can respect that. Let's be friends. Yeah. Damn.
There's nothing like
Damn.
war for covering one.
Kind of bringing back memories now.
I had no intention of escaping.
Okay, that was
that time. There are rebels
anyway,
in the Saharan
Fenris.
jungles called
Fenris,
Fog
right?
Warriors.
Fenris.
They found me and took me in, nursed me back to health. I stayed with them for a time, until Daenerys finally came for me.
Were you with these Fog Warriors willingly?
I'd grown fond of the rebels. They bowed to no master and fought for their freedom. It was beyond my experience. When Daenerys came, they refused to let him take me.
Wow.
He ordered me to kill them. So I did. I killed them all.
Damn, can you imagine not having your own will, but being able to regret doing something and seeing your body carry it out under the guise of a fucking blood mage, a fucking Democrat forcing you to think and act a certain way, and then you carry that shit out like you shoot or kill like a government agent. You kill somebody who just wants to think for themselves, an innocent person who's a Republican. Actually just a human being. If you're a Republican, you're a human being. If you're a Democrat, you're the Satan incarnate. And can you imagine doing that and not being fully invested in being Satan incarnate? You're literally not Satan's asshole. You sort of want to think for yourself, but you don't think you can because you were raised in school with drag queens doing the helicopter penis in your face in the library in elementary school and shit like that. That's a real story. So Don't say any fucking thing. Yeah. Anyway, so can you imagine not being in control of your thoughts and your actions, and then going so far as to like shoot a federal agent for just trying to get rid of some fucking pedophile pieces of shit that fucking Kamala and Joe Biden brought into the world to rape your children and infect your fucking communities to where you got fucking Islamic fucking pedophile temples popping up every other city block wherever you live, and you know, shit like this, right? Or they're just stealing billions of dollars and taking them home to their fucking light bulb head fucking country under the guise of like an Ilhan Omar, and you just can't do anything about it. Wouldn't it suck to actually exist like that as somebody who claims to be a human being when you're not? You're literally Satan's asshole incarnate. You're literally whatever comes out of Satan's asshole, that's what you are as a not human being. No matter what color you are, no matter who you are, if you're that's what you're not. You're not a human being at that point. You're not a child of God. You are a child of Satan himself. God does not produce Satan's asshole sewage, hemorrhoid diarrhea. No, God does not produce that. You have to become that by choice. And it would suck to be that. In every sense of the word. That's a true story. This poor guy actually has a conscience and actually has a soul and was just fucking possessed by Democrats.
Why would you do such a thing?
True story.
It felt inevitable. My master had returned and this fantasy life was over. But once it was done...
You mean I came to America and I can actually be myself?
I felt... I couldn't. I ran.
Then the Chinese and the Russians and the Somalians come in and say, no, you gotta do this. Get purple hair and go hold up signs that we printed for you 3 weeks ago, but were available 1 hour after the event that you're protesting. We printed these signs 3 weeks ago, but I'm going to give you this sign to protest 1 hour after the event takes place. Are y'all fucking so stupid that you don't see that? Printed signs that take a week to print, minimum. I've done fucking graphics. I know. Anyway.
This can't be easy to talk about.
I've never spoken about what happened to anyone. I've never wanted to. Perhaps this is what it means to have a friend.
Or too much wine.
Might want to take it easy on that bottle.
It's the last one, I swear. To you, Hawk. May I fight at your side for years to come.
I like when you're friends with Fenris and you play a mage. He says, a finer mage I have never met. I'll die for you. That's the most gangster shit ever. Because he has every reason to hate a Democrat, to hate a woke person, in every sense of the word, because they are 100% evil. But yet he's like, you're the one Democrat that's not a Democrat. I'll die for you. But every single other one of the motherfuckers that look and act like you, oh, they need to die. True story. Yeah, if you're a mage and you're friends with Fenris, he's your fucking bro. And everybody else that claims to come from the same pool that you come from, no, you don't. Because if you're friends with Fenris, that means you're actually a human being. If Fenris hates you, it's because you're a fucking woke Satanist that just supports like murdering babies before they're even born. You know, if you kick a pregnant woman and you kill her, you're charged with double homicide. The world knows the truth. Just Democrats make the truth a lie, and they make a lie the truth. They make good evil, and they make evil good. That's all they do. It's how they're wired, and they can't do anything else. It's called the mark of the beast. And you actually see it. It's called liberals. Woke. Whatever. Whatever the fuck you want to call it. Progressive. Whatever. Progressing towards Satan's asshole as a fucking universe, I guess. Whatever. Just whatever. Anyway. Life lesson for the day. Alright, let's see. What do I want to do from here? I could do Sebastian's shit, like, right now if I wanted to. No, I think I want to go, make some runes. Right? Yeah, let's go make some runes. And oh, this works. We can do this too. All right, cool. We're gonna do this in like, let's see, what's the over and under? Let's say this is like Denzel in The Equalizer. What's the over and under? I'm gonna set my watch. I'm gonna say like 19 seconds. Let's say 19 seconds. Like Denzel in The Equalizer. Let's say 19 seconds. Let's see what happens. All right, so we definitely want that. These fucking dwarves fucking hate this shit. They hate this shit. Nice. Okay, so let's see, 19 seconds. So we're about to shut the door, shut the door, shut the door. Okay, all these motherfuckers need to die. That poor girl is never gonna be free. She's fucking being sex slaved, sex trafficked by woke Democrats. Like fucking what's that fucking cunt who's changed her weight 17,000 times? Oh, Oprah Winfrey? Yeah, her fucking jet plane taking innocent fucking undocumented children from fucking Kenya and other places and sending them to Epstein's Island so they could be, farmed for, adrenochrome? Oh, yeah. Yeah, because if you rape them and hurt them enough, their fucking blood produces some shit that they can fucking drink later while they eat the child's flesh. Yeah, Oprah Winfrey is into that shit, and so is Tom Hanks, and so yeah. Yeah. I don't think we should ever forget that. That these are the people that you're worshiping in their movies that suck, and that you're letting take your tax dollars so they can fly their fucking fueled planes while they talk about global warming, so they can fly these fucking innocent children to be abused, raped, tortured, sacrificed, and eaten by these fucking pedophile motherfuckers who you've been worshiping all this time. And that's not some made up shit. That's been going on for thousands of years. God talks about Israel doing that shit then. God is talking about Israel, America, doing that shit now. And if you don't even know who Israel is, you want to say it's a Jew, then you're so fucking ignorant that, yeah, you got really no chance to live. And it sucks for you to be that. Now, there you go, man. Anyway, let's go ahead and kill everything. Really, really fat. Wait, hold on a second. These assholes will spend like the first 30 minutes of this fight doing this shit. Nice. All right, well, let's go. Let's go.
Well, look who's
here.
I knew it.
It turns out we'll need
Dude,
to
that's
do this the
Ferrick's
hard
voice,
way,
too.
Hook. I'll get the money you owe me.
That
if
is
I have
Ferrick's
to tear
voice.
Your mansion apart brick by brick.
So you thought an ambush would get you what you want?
I considered going after your mother.
Oh, you shouldn't have said that.
I prefer the direct.
I considered going after your mother. Oh, now,
let's make this quick.
everything that you ever touched in life dies. I win.
Face me. I stand for all of us.
Score one for our heroes!
I win. Nice. That's garbage. But still, we win. That was a nice amount of XP that you miss if you don't make the deal with Dougal. The deal with Dougal. What's the deal? The deal is with Dougal. Dougal Gavorn. Alright, so we got that. Okay, honestly, I think pretty much exploring like each area, if you will. Yeah, exploring each area. Yeah, and getting whatever loot you can get. Right back. Okay, cool.
You are Hawk. A patrol went
Pick up all these quests along the way too.
Arashok says you have some semblance of honor. So tell me.
Some semblance of honor?
Them?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I believe you. If you are not responsible, I waste my time here.
Nice. Oh man, when you get to the Wounded Coast, there's that stupid ass. It's the Raiders on the Cliffs quest, and once you go to the Wounded Coast, you have to deal with it there because if you don't, you can't ever complete the quest. It's a glitch. It still exists. They never corrected it. They never cleaned it up. Friggin' annoying, but whatever.
You're glaring, Anders. Is there a reason, or is it one of your moves?
Your term as captain hasn't been particularly maid-friendly.
I've only turned a handful over to the Templars.
Every despot starts somewhere.
And yet I allow an abomination to whine at me.
Anders is
where it's due.
Anders is an abomination whining at Aveline, and Aveline still hasn't killed Anders. Aveline is supposed to kill Anders. Like she's not a Templar, but her husband was. But still, she hasn't executed Anders like she's supposed to. Anders wouldn't even be part of this party if Aveline ever did the right thing, ever. Anders would be dead. Over and over and over and over and over. True story.
That stopped with Jevon, as did your extra shipments.
Just saying.
And I have.
Have I mentioned that I hate this part of town? Maker, help me. I'd rather go to the Merchants Guild.
Anyway, just saying.
What do you need, love? Package delivery? I'm Hawk. I got a letter from some mage friends.
Friends?
I see. Check the back of the board for our special rates.
Oh, ooh.
Oh, cloak and dagger phrases. How about the queasy crow flies at midnight? How about the smart mouth Ferelden gets slapped across the face?
The smart mouth Ferelden gets
Should you take care
slapped
of
across the face?
Drop by.
Man, the smart mouth Ferelden gets slapped across the face? Oh, and Terry of Starkhaven is Taroni of Starkhaven. And you know what? She's like a sister to Grace, who is the most powerful fucking blood mage that you're going to face in this game. Except maybe Orsino. Anyway.
In the market
True story.
for something special?
Alright, so we got some money there. Valdecine is what? Valdecine. Oh wow. Okay, that's pretty sick. All right, selling. All right, so get rid of all that. Try to keep some of this money up. Heavy issue. Interesting. Plus 20 attack. Okay, that's Varric. Varric needs that. And Fenris. I think, seriously, I may actually use Fenris, I guess. True story. I mean, I guess we're investing in Fenris and Aveline. I think that's stupid. I think we should probably make a decision, but apparently I can't make a decision, so yeah, fuck me, right? Just right in the Codsworth. Just fuck me right in the Codsworth. True story. My bad. So I guess we just go here.
Boiling in oil.
Too prosaic. Trapped in a...
Hello, Emmerich.
Hello,
Our
Emmerich.
captain says you're still chasing disappearing acts.
That's not funny. I need your help urgently. I've spent the past few years continuing my investigation into the murders of Nanette, Marin, and the other women. I believe I finally have a suspect. A man called Gascard Dupuis.
Really?
Dupuis?
That's his name?
That's a funny
Seriously?
name.
It's Olesian.
The French
I believe he is descended
never
from
win.
nobility.
Ever.
When I became
No, they
convinced of
surrender
his
before
guilt, I
there's
went
even...
to the city
If there's a
guard
fight
to
about to
demand that they
happen,
do
the French
something.
surrender.
My men raided that house. There was nothing, and I've heard no end because of it. You were reprimanded, I hope.
Meredith forbade me from continuing my investigation. But she didn't say I couldn't seek outside help.
What do you need me to do?
This all leads to the murder, the serial killing, woke murder, abuse, torture, kidnapping, and murder of your mother
If he's innocent,
by a
find
Democrat,
evidence to prove me wrong.
by a fucking
It's
blood
just
mage.
that simple.
And of course, it's snuffed until the fucking crime happens, and then guess what? Nobody's accountable. Except the person who did it. Fucking woke politics. Satan's politics. Fucking demon craps. Not Democrats. Demon craps. What is a demon? What is Satan? Shit? somebody who calls themselves a human being, who murders unborn human beings, claiming to be a human and claiming fucking rights that they don't have, which is a fucking Democrat. A demon crap. It's Satan's fucking asshole spewing out fucking human garbage. Every single thing they say, every single thing they do is 100% evil and 0% good. It is what it is.
If you're here to see Karen, it's not worth the effort.
Just saying.
Wilmid, Karen, and I were close once, and now Wilmid's dead. Karen kidnapped, then discharged from the Order.
At least he isn't possessed by a demon.
No,
Well,
he's actually controlled by a demon.
Is that some sort of joke?
Like,
I've heard his family is in deep with a
like
divinity
Logain.
moneylender near here.
Basically,
The
Karen
Nestor
is like
Snake.
Logain
Karen's
in
father is
Origins,
too proud.
except it was a much more
Children
powerful
don't even
demon
know.
in Origins.
If I were
That was
rich
Dumont
enough, I'd
himself.
pay off the debt
That's what
myself.
Flemeth tells you.
But there
Flemeth
is
tells
an
you
alternative.
that Logain was controlled by Dumont himself. Not possessed, exactly, but a blood puppet. The same thing a blood mage can do to anybody with demonic power is seduce somebody to where they can't think for themselves. And so Democrats, woke people, just seduce and deceive and control people effectually. That's what happens to Logain. These are woke motherfuckers who wrote this game actually exposing this shit as it's actually playing out in the real world right now. Weren't there some shots fired last night? Do you think the person that fired those shots was in possession of its own mind? Just saying. And if you do think so, you're not in possession of your own mind. The fuck is wrong with you? Everything is wrong with you. If you died, the world would be a better place. There you go. If you don't understand that, you're not fit for anything in the world. I don't care what the fuck your job is. The highest paid jobs are the least important in the world that we live in today. The highest paid jobs are the least important. Meaning that they're fucking evil. Essentially incarnate. And that's not by accident. That actually happened by design. And if you're part of it, go ahead and think about that for a second.
And I take it this alternative involves me. Go on.
Sinestra, by all accounts, is a cancer on our most downtrodden. Make her preserve me.
Sinestra the
I
Snake.
believe the world
What a
would be
name.
better place without
Like
her.
seriously, if you're gonna be a villain,
I vow
Sinestra
I'll
the
send you
Snake
what
is
all
about
I
as
have.
villainous as you can possibly get. True story of Sinestra the Snake. What the fuck is that? Are you kidding me?
How many people didn't
Seriously?
get out of here? We were lucky.
You do get results, don't you?
Oh, I do get results. That actually does happen. Actual results happen. True story. If you can kill all the bad guys fast enough, you get results. If the bad guys linger, yeah, the results, yeah, that's
You're looking well. My store
Not a
is
good thing.
much better stocked thanks to you. If you're interested in hunting down more ingredients, I can make other creations. And of course, I'll pay you for your work.
Sure. Just let me know what you need.
Perfect. I have a list of ingredients right here.
holy shit. 29 spirit damage. Dude, this is actually even better than this, and it costs less. I mean, I'm not buying that, but damn. Dude, that's sick. That's actually, like, really, really cool. All right, let's see. Spirit warding. Definitely want another backpack. Anders, yeah, I guess. I'm going to go ahead and buy I'm gonna go ahead and buy a Rune of Spirit Warning too, just to have it. I don't think I can make it yet, so I might as well at least get one. True story, right? I'm enjoying killing shit right now. I really am enjoying this. I'm not gonna lie. Like, this is nice. Just running shit over. Have we even had to reset?
Can't keep delirium on the docks.
Let's see. Rune Lightning Warning. Don't need that.
Veteran of the deep run.
The Subtle Brute. Nice.
Right there, ladies and gentlemen.
So let's go to Lowtown. Let's start in Merrill's. And nothing? Okay. Alright, so honestly, yeah. That
So
would
you're two people, Anders and Justice.
That's not strictly accurate.
But you are of two minds.
Many people are.
I wish we could do without places like this.
Dude, why the Anders just playing games. Just playing games.
Out of range!
I win. I win. Like, I seriously win. Like, I mean, when I say I win, I mean I fucking win. 100% of the time. Alright, so I think there's another something for Aveline. We're gonna have to do a full circle.
Free drinks for the guards, but accept and you wake up in the alley.
Free drink for the guards. But nice. Beautiful. Let me just get rid of that. Nice. There we go. Yeah, see, more armor for Aveline. Like, dude, she becomes like just so. Just, yeah. Nice. Beautiful. That's beautiful. Nice. Yeah, we might actually start tomorrow's or tonight's whatever you want to call it, tonight's stream, with the fade. I guess let's go ahead and buy whatever we can buy here. Coterie Shiv is sick. Like that's actually, yeah. If you're playing a rogue, like that's not the worst weapon ever. All right, so 31 cold, and then blood magic. Yeah, I would actually like that. But don't really have any need for that, to be honest. Ring of Ruin. Now we're gonna get this for Meryl. We will get this for Meryl. Because I actually wasted money on a ring in Act 1, but we're definitely gonna get her that. And then we're gonna go ahead and grab that. Alright. True story. So two. Nice. Willpower, willpower, willpower. Period. I think this is what, hard boning or some shit, like rigid boning for Isabella. I'm sorry, man. That is like the best fucking upgrade ever in the history of ever. Like, it's seriously like the best thing ever. Rigid boning. Come on, man. Seriously.
Here and at home.
That is rigid boning for a. Sorry. Just. Come on, man. It's Isabella. How is that not the best upgrade to any armor ever? Like, it's just. Oh, man. This is why we play video games. That right there is a reason why we play video games. True story. Rigid boning. Come on, man. Fucking stop. Just stop. Just. I guess I'll just buy that for this fucking pedophile piece of shit. I hate buying anything for Anders ever. Because you're going to have to get rid of that. If you're a human being, you have to execute Anders. Which is what human beings do to things that do that type of shit.
I'm told your expedition did quite well for you.
Just saying.
Bravo.
Thanks. Alright, okay, so yeah, I guess we just do this.
If you've got something to say, just spit it out.
Are you sure you want to encourage me? I might be
I don't think I even take Anders with me on this one this time.
So what's on your mind?
I just realized it's been a while.
I should
since
probably
any of the
not
gangs
take
in the
Anders with
Undercity
me.
came to my door.
They're busy people. Places to go, throats to cut.
Yeah. Alright, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and call it.
Right.
Yeah, it's 5 in the morning. It's 5 in the morning here. That's reasonable.
Easy to forget. You didn't have anything to do with
And
it.
You must have me confused.
I appreciate you guys hanging out on the stream. That's awesome. Not like we've never seen this game before, right? Just doing things and well, I mean, I guess maybe we should make a t-shirt. I'm not hurting anybody. I'm just hurting your feelings. Maybe that's not the worst way to put it. True story, right? I'm not hurting anybody. I'm just hurting your feelings. I've had my feelings hurt too, so yeah, there you have it. All right, guys. Well, yeah, it's like you see at the top right, it is on the countdown to 5 a.m. in the morning. I do have an Asian salad kit, which is like a lot of cabbage and cauliflower, I think, with like a really tart balsamic dressing and some like, what do you call it? Crunchies. Wonton crunchies, I think. Anyway, whatever. Then I throw some extra, like, mozzarella in there and throw some extra freaking jalapeno slices. Yeah, I've got one of those. Actually, I have more than one of those. I might eat 2 of them. Okay, so one salad is designed for a family. I might eat 2 of those salads. Look, I'm a big dude, man. You can't support this right here without lots of extra salad. Apparently salad is fattening too, so whatever. It's all good. Anyway, I'm just bullshitting. You know what? Unless Satan shows up next month, I think we're still a year or 2 away from that, but I mean, I don't know. I mean, I really actually don't know. In the hour when it's least expected, that's when that's going to happen. So, unless Satan shows up next month, I hope we get a Fallout remaster in October. I mean, like, the countdown is kind of here, so, like, if shit goes down next month, then, yeah, we're not going to make it to October. We'll make it to September. And if you don't make it to September, well, sucks to be you, but we're going to try to make sure that anybody that can make it to September, from May through September, the season of the locust, anybody who can make it, hopefully will make it. If this sounds weird to you, that's okay. It'll make sense later. Just, I'm not going to say trust me on that. It'll make sense later. It just will. I don't want you to trust me or anybody else at this point. But yeah. Anyway, all right. So assuming Satan doesn't show up pretending to be Jesus and all the alien people that and fucking Muhammad and whatever else you think you worship and you don't even know what the fuck you're even talking about, so you're just gonna go with whatever happens. If it's flashy and it looks like a rock star, I'm gonna follow it. If you're there, you're already gone. You're literally a zombie. I'm not gonna say it's next month, but I'm pretty sure May is when it actually happens, give or take. That's biblical. Anyway, if I sound crazy, cool. Just don't mark me off as crazy. Just listen to what I just said and see what happens. All right. Good night, everybody. I'm going to go ahead and call it a day. I'm going to go get something to eat. And I don't know that I'm going to be on stream early tonight. Not really sure. Yeah, not really sure if I'm going to be on stream early tonight. I don't know. We'll see. Just whatever. It's going to be my Saturday, Sunday, if you will. And if you guys are around, cool. If not, then you guys take care of yourself. Yeah, definitely take care of yourself. And God bless. And I really appreciate you guys being here. It's been awesome. It's been awesome talking to you guys about stuff, and Alpha having the fucking bubonic plague, but still showing up in stream, and T-Verse, well, fucking T-Verse just being T-Verse. Being bro. I still want to go set up a security system with T-Verse just one day on the fucking other side of the country that I'm proud of living in. I just want to just go set up a security system and be like, okay, what the fuck are you doing here? And maybe even make like a stream of it. That should probably happen someday. I don't know. I don't know if we actually have that much time. So either way. All right, you guys, God bless. Thanks. Take care. And I will see you guys tonight, hopefully. And if not, then, well, I guess when it's Sunday, have a good rest of your week coming up. Either way,